Hello, dear friends. I'm accused of playing with people's hopes, and I deny it. I say what I sincerely believe, and I laboriously summarize the latest news that comes out on these alternative topics, which are very difficult to find. Hope is that thing with feathers that sits in the soul and sings a melody without words that never stops, according to Emily Dickinson. Opinion piece: political earthquake, historic battle, debt forgiveness, justice is coming, end of censorship, end of income tax, first domino piece, global transparency, gold-backed currency, declassification of files. Nothing will stop the storm. Trump will release UFO files. Welcome to the surreal phase. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Releasing suppressed technologies. Funding for humanitarian projects. Consciousness of peace and prosperity. Fair and transparent elections will be held. Let's start. President Trump has unleashed a political earthquake when he signed an executive order on January 23, 2025, to declassify the files related to the assassinations of John Fitzgerald Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy, and Martin Luther King. This action seeks to provide transparency and truth to the families of those affected and to the people. Images of JFK assassination appear to show the driver shooting President Kennedy with a special pistol over his right shoulder. Trump also ordered that documents from the CIA, FBI, and Pentagon be made public. The Pentagon has failed multiple audits and billions of dollars have disappeared. Trump also announced on Telegram the 100 most important hours in history and the beginning of the Golden Age. This declassification is a turning point. For decades, President cowered under the pressure to keep this secret hidden. Trump's decision broke that cycle and exposed the corruption of the system. The media is trying hard to hide the consequences, but the truth is unstoppable. The reign of secrecy is crumbling. President Trump has stripped 51 intelligence officers of their security clearances. They orchestrated a campaign to dismiss damning evidence as Russian disinformation in quotes and manipulate public perception. This is the first domino to fall in what promises to be a historic battle. Justice is coming and nothing will stop the storm that is about to break. Jubilee. Letter from JFK Jr. on Telegram. The plan never changed. It was always February. The chest will be opened very soon. Right now, high-profile arrests are taking place in Texas, Florida, New York, and Washington, D.C. He adds that on Wednesday, July 10, 2024, Trump legalized the debt jubilee. The Treasury will send a computer algorithm to every bank to zero out the balances. Every citizen will be given back the benefits earned from his birth certificate. Debt forgiveness involves the elimination of all bank debits caused by illegal practices. The second phase of the plan has been launched, offering direct wealth transfer to citizens through quantum access cards that bypass banking systems. These cards ensure identity, security, and connect to quantum servers that power a decentralized digital society. Systems will be implemented to protect financial privacy, putting an end to data theft and hacking. There will be large-scale funding of global humanitarian projects, enabling widespread social improvements. Transparency. According to Edward Snowden on Telegram, Elon Musk is applying blockchain technology in government operations to track and reduce federal spending. According to Bloomberg, he's also considering using blockchain to protect data, make payments, and manage buildings in plural as part of the drive for efficiency. Blockchain technology is going to revolutionize government in a way that will shed light on everything they do. Every dollar will be tracked and accounted for on a blockchain. Every bill in Congress will be put on a blockchain so the people can read it before they vote on it, so they can voice their opinion to their representatives first. And every budget will be on a blockchain so the people can see whether Congress represents the citizens or themselves. Everything decentralized, open and honest. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. The government will be forced to be open and honest. The people will be in control. Transition. Julian Assange believes that there is no society anymore. What we have is a transnational security elite that is in the business of covering up the world using our tax money. To fight this elite, we must not petition it, we must take it over. According to Caroline Bessette Kennedy on Telegram, humankind is transitioning into a new quantum reality consciousness system of peace and prosperity. Old systems of government, education, finance, healthcare, trade, etc. will be dismantled. The coalition is ultimately in control of everything. The three big partners that are involved in the reform are the BRICS Group, the Swiss Banking Group, and the Space Force. Old cryptocurrencies are out, while asset-backed digital currencies are in. A statement from Scott Bessent, in quotes. As the new Secretary of the Treasury, I am committed to eliminating the income tax, replacing it with a fair consumption tax, and adopting a gold-backed currency. We will eliminate debt, restore financial privacy, and unlock new technologies for a prosperous future. The golden age begins now. Taxes. Trump is set to tear it all down and replace it with a flat 14% tax on non-essential goods, no taxes on food, drugs or housing, and a gold-backed currency that would end the Fed stranglehold. The Republican Party has launched the Fair Tax Act of 2025 in the House of Representatives, aimed to abolishing the income tax. This act would impose a 23% tax on goods and services starting in 2027. The revenue breakdown is clear. 64.83% for general government spending, 27.43% for Social Security and disability funds, and 7.74% for Medicare and health care trusts. The IRS will be shut down and its employees reassigned to the new Treasury-based tax collection system. As a sales tax at a flat rate of 14% on new non-essential goods will be introduced to fund government operations. There will be increased benefits for seniors, ensuring they are well supported financially. Panic. The opposition panics. The globalist media called this law radical and unworkable because it threatens their empire. A consumption tax forces the elite and even illegal immigrants to pay their share while empowering workers. Internal leaks confirm that the EBS will be activated within weeks, synchronized with the quantum blackout of digital networks. The QFS will cut off the old financial network, leaving no loophole. Trump's quantum nullification protocols will bypass censorship and spread damning evidence globally. Evidence of the Vatican's domino project, a plan to control the world's population through AI, microchips, and psychological warfare, has been seized. Devices designed to manipulate brainwaves and suppress free thought have been confiscated. Promises. Constitutional law will be restored, eliminating unconstitutional practices that have eroded the nation's founding legal principles. All declared national emergencies will be cancelled, returning to a state of normalcy and constitutional law. All legal professionals will be trained in constitutional law to uphold justice and protect the rights of citizens. New elections will be called within 120 days of the announcement, thus wiping the state clean of previous regimes. A new system will be put in place to monitor elections, preventing illegal activities by special interest groups and ensuring fair and transparent elections. The creation of a rainbow currency consists of the introduction of a new treasury currency backed by gold, silver, and platinum, ending the current fiat currency system. Gold, silver, and other precious metals will be indexed within 30 days of user's completion, stabilizing the economy. The buying and selling of precious metals will be done exclusively through the treasury, eliminating private middlemen. The Federal Reserve will be phased out, and the new Treasury Reserve banking system will be implemented in accordance with constitutional law. The Fed system will be dissolved over the course of a year, transferring monetary control to the Treasury. More than 600 hidden patents for advanced technologies, including free energy, will be made available to the public, and the sale of birth certificates will be banned, ensuring personal sovereignty from corporate exploitation. Breaking news. Trump says something strange has hit California when referring to the fires. Trump sends the army to release water in California with his emergency powers. Trump forces the Supreme Court to close the Department of Homeland Security. President Trump criticized weather change as a hoax at the Davos Forum. Trump orders blackout at health agencies. What's going on? Trump orders military maneuvers and strips women of high heels, according to Georgia Fall. Baron Trump is being tapped for a major role. 1,500 tax agents resign after Trump sends them to patrol the border, according to Michael Baxter. Press Secretary Leavitt reveals drones flown over New Jersey were authorized for research purposes. 906 earthquakes hit California and Nevada as seismic activity seen at Yellowstone, Mount Rainier, and San Andreas Fault, according to Michael Snyder. Trump and Admiralty law, according to Dalbon. It seems that Trump still upholds Admiralty law with 3 of the flags with the gold fringe. If Trump doesn't resort to common law, then he could not be the president of the new republic. Denmark is in crisis after the 45-minute phone conversation with Trump about the acquisition of Greenland, according to Colin Rush. It was a very tough conversation. He threatened to take specific measures against Denmark, such as selective tariffs. They are very scared about this. According to Kavamur, George Washington was shot many times but came out unscathed. Donald Trump was shot and survived multiple assassination attempts. Washington as a Pleiadian starseed. Trump is a contactee who met face to face with the Pleiadians. Both were saved by angelic intervention because they were destined for a greater purpose. Middle East. What is in store for Palestinians? The war between Israel and Iran is still going on, and both sides are harboring feelings of revenge, according to George Eaton. President Trump wants to relocate 100,000 Palestinians from Gaza to Albania and is in talks with the government of Tirana about this voluntary emigration in quotes. Egypt, Jordan and Indonesia have refused to give them asylum. Risk of oil shock. According to Nick Giambruno, if someone were to close the Strait of Hormuz, it would cause a global economic chaos and the price of energy would skyrocket. Iran said it would close the strait in the event of war. It is the most important energy corridor in the world. Economy. X22 report. The Fed opposes Trump's rate cut. Gold will destroy the Fed. Trump begins to talk about cutting the interest rate, and now it is the turn of the central bank. The stage is set. Trump sends a clear message. We are going back to the Constitution. The creation of money will be returned to the people. Trump is educating people. He wants to get rid of the income tax. The next phase will be to discuss why we don't need the Fed. The golden age is coming. According to Bixwire, it is about to change the economic structure. Say goodbye to the central bank. Message to Dan Scavino. You are witnessing the destruction of the old God, and the people are taking back the country. Who owns the media? There are 6 monolithic corporations that control almost everything we see, hear, and read. According to Mike Adams, revolutionary advances in AI mean that China is on its way to achieving superintelligence before anyone else, putting it in a position to remotely dominate and control the infrastructure of almost every nation. The year of the wood snake will be full of twists and turns, as the price of coffee will hit an all-time high, egg shortages will continue, and wild grasses will be plagued by EGOT. Cryptocurrencies should follow the twists and turns of a moving snake, and silver refineries are 3 months behind on deliveries. Welcome to the surreal phase, says Sierra. At first glance, everything seems to be business as usual, but we know not to take things at face value. We have spent years being reminded that the way this play out will be very different than we understand. Gisera is being applied, albeit at a level that cannot be understood by those who sleep. It will become more and more apparent as the busier hours pass. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.